first heard of what our district was facing, I was mostly concerned about how it would impact the students, the kids, how it would impact my kids, how it would impact everybody's kids.
I paid more attention to it recently when it began to impact our children.
Anything that goes on in my kids' lives, I want to know about. Education is primary. People might think, well, cutting a couple of programs is fine. What are you telling those kids, though? What are you telling those kids? You're not worth it.
The state doesn't say you have to have a gifted and talented program. The state doesn't say you have to have reading interventions. The state doesn't say you have to have 5th grade music programs. But these are things that all help students succeed and be successful and continue through high school and graduate. And those are things that we need in our community.
Our schools, they're falling behind every year because of this lack of funding.
The mill levies work a lot like cost of living increases. So if you don't get a cost of living increase this year at your job, and then you don't get it again next year, and then you don't get it again the next year, you fall further and further behind. And if you do finally get it, it's not going to make up for all the years you didn't.
So in addition to the mill levy, we have to go to the legislature and get the funding formula for schools changed. Right now we're facing a $4.5 million deficit, and the state dictates that we can't raise more than $1.5 million with another mill levy. If we don't go to the state and have them change the funding formula, we're not going to be able to sustain the district over the long term.
I'm hoping that even people that don't have children in the district will get behind this effort, and I think the community will come together.
I'm going to vote for it. I will support the mill levy. I think it's a hard time to do it.
We find ourselves in uncharted territory with what's going on with the pandemic. I have no source of income right now, and I will 100% vote for the mill levy.
Yeah, this is a scary time for all of us, but we are all in it together. So there is something about us as a whole community coming together because we're all in the same boat.
It's important to invest in our community, not only financially, but with our time and with our support and with our voices.
It's very important that we keep the quality of the public schools up, because as a poor kid, I would have not been able to change schools. My mom didn't have the money to drive me to a different school. So think about those students.
This is a great community. I mean, we support each other. I mean, and the evidence is out there already now, watching local businesses that are facing tough times and people stepping up to help. I mean, we do rally and we take care of our neighbors and we take care of our community.
The students are our future, and we want to see them grow.
These kids, some of them in a very short amount of time, maybe 10 years, are going to turn around and become the leaders of this community. If we disservice them now, then what happens to the future of this community?
And the school is our community. We can do it.